this is Anu and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you could join me today for another tutorial. It is a super simple, easy one. I haven't shared with you a granny in a while, so I thought I would do that today. Just a granny, and then next time I will show you how to use this granny to create a beautiful pillow with a little extra border as well. This granny of course can be sent to me for the Daniela blanket. I will post a little here somewhere, I think it's on this side actually, post a little eye and you click on the eye, it will take you to a video that explains what is Daniela blanket all about. But without further ado, let me show you the beautiful granny we are going to create together today. It is called Field of Flower Granny. I actually had created it a few years ago and I had put it on my blog with the written pattern, but I never had made a video showing you how to do it for the visual learners among us. So I'm doing it today. If you are not subscribed to my channel, don't hesitate to do so. It's totally free. Click on the subscribe button right there and hit that little bell to get notified every time I post something new. All right, it's chain, single crochet, half double crochet and double crochet, and that is about it. And then I will explain to you how to attach a granny to anything you want, maybe a flower or whatever, something that you crochet first and then you attach the granny, and you could do that with a lot of different things. But today we're going to do that with a flower. And yes, that is it. So if you are interested in knowing how to create this beautiful granny, then keep on watching. And if you are interested in creating this beautiful pillow, then come back in a few days for the next tutorial where I will show you how to create this. In the meantime, happy crochet and see you next time. Bye! Alright, so for this tutorial you will need one skein of blue, one skein of turquoise and one skein of yellow. Those are the colors I chose. It is from the brand Berroco. The name of the yarn is Maya, and I will put the colors that I chose in the info box down below. You will also need a 4mm G crochet hook, some scissors and a tapestry needle to sew in all the loose tails. Alright, so you're going to take your first color, in my case it is the turquoise, and you're going to grab your crochet hook and you're going to make a magic circle. You're going to chain 3 and we are going to begin our first round. We will be crocheting in the round. Then inside your magic circle, you're going to make 11 double crochet. The first chain 3 you had made will count as your first double crochet. So with the 11 double crochets you are crocheting in your magic circle in total at the end of your first round, you will have 12 double crochets in total. Once you have 12 double crochets, you're going to slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 we had done at the beginning of your round. And you are done with your first round. Pull on your end yarn to close the little hole in the middle, and I usually make a knot to make sure it doesn't unravel. Alright, look how cute it is! You made a little circle. And I fasten off with my scissors, but at the end of my first round. And what I didn't do, and I should have done, it would have been way more neater, is just taking a tapestry needle and sew in the loose tail at the back of your work, so it doesn't really bother you when you move on to the second round. For the second round I use my yellow yarn, and to join, super simple. Wrap your new yarn, in my case it's yellow now, around your crochet hook, pull it through any of the stitches, and then chain 1. Alright, and you are joined. Now you leave the loose end and take your yarn, the main yarn, and you begin to crochet. In the next stitch, make a single crochet, and then you are going to chain 6. You are going to create the little petals. Once you have 6 chains, go back to the same stitch and make a single crochet right at the same base stitch, and then you're going to chain 1, first loop for first petal, done. Skip a single crochet now and make a single crochet in the next. Chain 6 again, we're creating the second loop for the second petal, and single crochet at the base in that same stitch. Chain 1, skip a stitch and make a single crochet in the next, and you're going to repeat this 4 more times. Chain 6, single crochet at the base, chain 1, skip a stitch and make a single crochet in the next. At the end of your second round, you want to have 6 loops to make 6 petals. Chain 6, single crochet at the base, chain 1, skip a stitch, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet at the base, chain 1, skip a stitch, and single crochet. And this is going to be the last loop for your 6th petal. Chain 6, single crochet at the base, chain 1, slip stitch with the first single crochet you had made. And you're done with your second round. For your third round, now we're going to fill in those loops and create those petals. Give them some beef. Cute, such a cheerful color. Alright, so you're going to chain 1 and you're going to go in your inside your first loop and make a single crochet. And still in that same loop around the chains, you're going to make 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. And then still in that same chain loop space, you're going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Half petal done, and then you're going to chain 2, and we're going to mirror the other side and repeat to create the other half of the petal. So chain 2, and then 3 double crochets, still working in that same loop space. That's 2 double crochets, 3, and then make 2 half double crochets, still in that same loop space, and then end your petal by making a single crochet. Ta-da! First petal made. So cute. And you're going to repeat this 5 more times in each and every loop space. So let's go to the next. Go straight to the next loop space and make a single crochet, and then 2 half double crochets, and then 3 double crochets, and then chain 2 and 3 double crochets, and then 2 half double crochets, and then a single crochet. Second petal done. Make your 4 more petals, fill them the same way, and I will meet you at the end of your third round. And once you are done with your last petal, you are going to slip stitch right in the first single crochet we had made. Do not fasten off yet. We are going to now create the base for your granny square, and for that we are going to put your work the wrong side facing you this time, and you're going to slip stitch in a random little spot right there next to your last stitch, but on the blue center part of your work. And remember, you're on the wrong side of your work. Okay, fast forward. I wanted to show you what we're trying to do. I wanted to create a square base to host the granny square, and for that we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, chain 3, creating a square in the back of your granny on that turquoise circle. So trying to turn that circle into a square for hosting the granny square. So you slip stitch on one side of the blue part, you chain 3, then you're going to go to the next corner and slip stitch again at the back of your work. Just slip stitch. So you have one side of your square made. Then you're going to chain 3, go to the next side, creating the second side of your square, and slip stitch again on the blue part in the back of your work, right there, still at the back of your work. The wrong side of your flower is facing you, slip stitch. Two sides of our corner made, chain 3, go to the next side, creating the third side of your corner, and slip stitch, picking up a stitch there, and then doing the fourth side of your square, chain 3, and then slip stitch in the first slip stitch you had made at the beginning of that square creation. And just like that, you created a little base for your granny. I'll show you how to do the granny next. And it will be attached to your flower straight, super sturdy. Now time to fasten off, and again, don't do like me, just sew in all your loose tail. You'll be so much neater. Here you go, so that's the back of your flower, and that is the front. And now we're going to work having your flower facing you, so right side facing you, but passing your crochet hook through any one of those 3 chain loop we just created. So you pass your crochet hook and you take your third color, in our case it is the navy blue, and you join your blue color with any of the 3 chain loops we had made. Remember, with the right side of your flower facing you, and then you're going to chain 3. This will count as your first double crochet, and then in that same 3 chain loop you're going to make 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Then you're going to chain 1, and in still the same chain 3 loop, make 3 more double crochets. And this actually is going to be the base of your granny. It's going to be the first corner. We have to make 3 more corners. Now go to the next chain 3 loop and make inside that loop 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets. Here you go, so your second corner is made. You worked in 2 chain 3 loops. Now let's go to the third one and repeat. Make 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets in that third chain 3 loop. See how I should have sewn in all the loose tails? It would be so much neater, Anu, You see how I should have sewn in all the loose tails? Ay, 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 caramba. All right, so this is the third corner being made. There are 4 90 degrees corner made out by 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So you're done with your third corner, and in the fourth chain 3 space you are going to make again 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets. And now to end this round, you're going to slip stitch at the top of the first chain 3 you had made, and you are done with your 5th round. And now the only thing left to do is work on that blue, dark blue part, which is the granny square. And it's really the same as we always do for granny squares, but I'll show you exactly how to continue for your round 6. This is the front of your work, this is the back. Ah, finally, Anu, you decided to sew in all the loose tails. Hallelujah! Let's do that. Alright, this is the front of your work and this is the back. Much better, much neater. And now we are going to tackle your 6th round, which is the second round of your granny part. Alright, so you are going to chain 3, and in that chain space under the chain 3 you're going to make a double crochet and then another double crochet, and then you're going to skip 3 double crochet and go to the chain space. And in that chain space, which is a corner as well, you are going to make 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets, creating another corner. Corners are always created on top of corners. But now, in between the corners, you will have a group of 3 double crochet. Okay, so you're done with your corners. 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochet, skip 3 double crochets, and in the space between the next group of 3 double crochets, make 3 double crochets. Then you skip 3 double crochets and you're going to create your second corner by making in that chain 1 space 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochets. All right, second corner done. And then you are going to see how it's peeking behind the flower, and your flower is attached to the granny. This is from the back. And you are going to continue this round 6, making a group of 3 double crochets in between 2 corners until you meet the beginning of your 6th round, where you will slip stitch at the top of the first chain 3. And this is what your work will look like at the end of your 6th round. There you go, I'm slip stitching at the top of the chain 3. And you have a square. It's a tiny granny. We need it to be a little bigger. So for your 7th round, again, chain 3 will count as your first double crochet, and in that same space make 2 more double crochets, skip 3 double crochets, make a group of 3 double crochets in between the group of 3 double crochet from the previous round and the first group of the corner, and then you're going to make a corner in a corner. So now for your 7th round you will have 2 groups of 3 double crochets in between your corners. the corner again, as I said, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So you're going to have 2 groups of 3 double crochets in between your corners for that 7th round. I will meet you at the end of your 7th round. And you will continue like that for around 8 and 9. At the end of your round 9, you will have 4 groups of 3 double crochets in between each corner. And that is about the size I want. And by the way, it is the size which is perfect for the Daniela blanket. If you are so inclined to make grannies and send it to me, here is the address where you can send it to participate in the Daniela blanket, 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Perfect. All right, so we are done with one granny. For my pillow, I needed 24 grannies in total, and what I did is I did a variation on those 3 colors. So, you know, sometimes my center was dark blue, and then the flower was turquoise, and the granny was yellow, and alternating and playing with those 3 colors. So I will meet you once you have 24 grannies in total, and you have sewn in all your loose tails and all that stuff, and I will show you how to turn these grannies into a beautiful pillow. All right, that is it for today, my friends. We can do many things with grannies that are so versatile, and I love them. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, this beautiful field of flower granny, and I will meet you in a couple of days to show you how to create this beautiful pillow. In the meantime, happy crochet, love you, and bye.